Hello and welcome to another episode of The Funny Kind with your host, Erica Gummany. Get ready for some laughs and inspiration as Erica takes us on a journey to find the kindness and light in everyday places. And now, without further ado, here's your host, Erica Gummany.
Hi everybody, it's Erica Gummany here with another episode of The Funny Kind. And because of the demand of audiences, we are bringing back another segment of Erica Squared with our special guest, Allie Hoffman.
Hello, everybody.
Oh my gosh. I have to tell you, the kumquat thing really
Took off, hey?
It touched a lot of people's hearts. There were some angry people that really defended the kumquat. Doreen Michaels, who's doing trying a new thing every day, she tried it. We kind of set off. There's probably a ripple effect that we don't even know about.
Well, Sendix said that their sale of kumquats went up 0.5%. So I think that is directly related.
Did we get a royalty check? I don't think we did.
Here's 13 cents.
Mm-hmm. We have a lot of special guests with us tonight. No one real, but they're guests nonetheless.
Oh, they're real enough to me.
Oh, that's so sweet. You know that I love me some Outlander, okay? I have a slight obsession, okay? We have parties here. New season's coming out in June. We're super excited about it. So super happy about Outlander. Love it. But then during COVID, we also started watching Last Kingdom, and then Yellowstone came out. And if you don't know about those shows, it's okay. Don't leave, because what we're going to talk about is still going to apply to you. So Allie and her husband, Chad, love
all of Yellowstone and Last Kingdom. And if we want to throw some Game of Thrones in there too, I would not say no to that either.
Right. Yes. But, Allie loves Outlander, but maybe not so much Chad.
Yeah, Chad, no.
Which is fine. We still love you, Chad. It's fine. So what we thought would be fun is as we would have conversations, we like to compare Jamie with Rip from Yellowstone and Uhtred, if you want to show Uhtred.
Son of Uhtred.
Uhtred, son of Uhtred. Who doesn't have a stand-up guy, poor Uhtred.
And listen, that is a disservice. So, I know that this Funny Kind is international. So, Alexander Draymond, if you are watching, this is a travesty. I looked, and I could not find an Uhtred stand-up.
I mean, she looked.
I did look.
We had a space here.
But I didn't want, like, you. I wanted Uhtred you. And doesn't exist. So I think you need to talk to your marketing people, because you need to remedy that so you can be part of this discussion, because we had to go to this and this.
I feel bad for Uhtred in this.
Thankfully, you're in the foreground, so these guys look smaller. You look bigger.
Allie, before we get into our topics, could you give us a really quick synopsis of Outlander? Yay! Mm-hmm. Yellowstone. Yay! And The Last Kingdom. Yay.
Take note of that. Yes, so Outlander is a historical time travel sort of romantic drama. There's a little action in there because of this handsome, absolutely. And I'm sure we're all familiar with this. This is pretty much set present day in Wyoming, at a ranch. A lot of stuff goes on. I would say Wyoming, but it is in Montana. And I thought for a long time that
Wyoming in Montana? Just kidding.
Thought for a long time that I wanted to move to Montana until I watched this show. There's a lot of crazy stuff that goes on in Montana, so I'm not really sure. But Rip, played by Cole Hauser, who's an average dude, right? This character just makes him. This is why women love him, because he's no nonsense, but he's really sweet to the ladies. So we like Rip. Mm-hmm. I wore this plaid for Rip and for Jamie.
That's really impressive.
This tartan plaid.
That's impressive.
And then some bourbons for my boy Rip, because he's a bourbon drinker. Ooh. Stop. And then we have The Last Kingdom, which is set way, 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 way long ago. They play with swords. They're defeating battles. There is one king who is trying to unite and create one England. Uhtred was born a Saxon, but then raised by Danes. But then he has this whole thing where he kind of walks a fine line, and he's fighting for the king, but he wants to be true to his, Dane heritage. It's very complex. It's a very complex show.
Sorry, what?
And he's delightful. He's got an accent that nobody can place, obviously because this show takes place.
I feel like I can do it just for a minute.
You cannot.
Destiny is all. That's pretty
good.
good.
That was pretty good.
That's pretty good.
So it's an accent we can't really place. We think it's a mishmash of a lot of different things. But he's delightful still.
Yeah.
You can't not love Uhtred, son of Uhtred, because he has he's very loyal and a man of his word.
What we're going to do is, thanks to some audience participation, we just want to have some what would they do, some discussions. Okay, we'll just see how this goes. But I want to thank all of our social media followers for sharing some ideas with us, which I think really sparked some creativity, and you might get some shout outs too, so get excited about it. So yeah, here we go. Anything else you'd like to add, Allie, as we begin our journey?
No, I'm pretty certain I'll have plenty to add in a little bit.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Allie, I'll start and ask you these questions, and we'll just see where
it goes,
where the wind takes us.
Okay.
Okay. Some issues that people have is with lot of issues with chewing. Not chewing issues. Okay.
Yes.
So, when we think about Jamie, who I'd be remiss, hold on, if I did not specifically thank my friend Linda for this new addition to my collection of little Jamie. And he's so cute. Look at, he's got little rocks he's standing on. So he sits at my desk and motivates me throughout the day. We're lovely coworkers. Thank you, Linda. Okay. So, chewing's a big issue with people. So when our guys chew, are they chewing with their mouth open? Are they chewing loudly? Are they talking with their mouth full? These are the things that annoy our viewers.
It's a good question. I feel like in all the shows, I have seen them eat.
Right. Okay.
So, and I don't, it didn't jump out at me with any of them that they seem to chew with their mouth open.
Okay. I feel like Uhtred would, though. Uhtred's a slob. No offense to Uhtred.
Well,
yeah, he's not a cleanly man. I feel like he's not cleanly. He's not. That's why he's not. So I feel like he'd be like, they just killed something and he'd be like hump and eating like right out of there and it'd be all blah. And then he'd be talking to his friends about who he's going to go hump. Because that's all that Uhtred does in the show is hump people.
It's so creepy. This is such
if you've never watched Last Kingdom, there's violence, there's fighting, and Uhtred's humping people.
He did have like 3 wives over the course of the series. I will give you that. But, terrible circumstances usually took the wives.
Right.
So,
which is not fair. Uhtred's like, do. I'm free. The wives are like, don't marry Uhtred. Bad luck.
We have to understand the times, though. Like, he couldn't just hop in a shower after a battle. He had to find a stream. If you're not by major streams,
who found a stream?
I do.
Was Jamie from Outlander. He was clean. Nice job, Jamie.
I do believe that he also was able to fix the milling wheel.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
In cold water. I mean, the guy is talented. I mean, I'm sorry, but Jamie's going to win this. I'm predicting that Jamie's going to come out ahead on all these things.
We haven't even touched on Rip, so.
No. What is Rip? What is Rip doing? How's Rip chewing?
Listen, I could see him being an open mouth loud chewer. Because he's just I got to get it done kind of guy.
Right, he's in a hurry. He's got to get out there early. He's got to get out there and get the hands
for stupid
together.
Things like eating like politely. He's just gonna do it. But when he's eating in the dining room in the house,
yeah.
So he is definitely more refined in the house.
He is.
Say he was eating out on the campsite or something.
Right. Then that's valid.
Yeah,
that's valid. So let's say they might have a little cold and they have to blow their nose. I have a lot of nose issues. Okay.
Okay.
So, for example, there's a man that lives in our neighborhood who's a runner. And I don't know what it is about our house, but by the time he gets around to our house, like about maybe the corner, I can hear him start to make that dreaded sound when you're driving up some mucus in your body.
Ew.
And no kidding, as soon as he runs by my driveway, that's where he expels it. I believe it's called a rocket of some sort. I can't say it.
Does he cough it out and spit it out?
Nope.
Or does he do the farmer blow?
There is that.
Oh, okay.
Which makes me gag. And I work from home. And oftentimes my window is open when it's nice out. And I hear it. And I gag.
Can you set your watch by it? Oh, it must be 9:15.
No, but one of these days I'm going to go, that is disgusting or something. But maybe I won't. I don't know.
But maybe I won't.
So that's disgusting to me. Or the handkerchief.
I will agree with the handkerchief because you just keep reusing it. My dad used to use one when I was a kid, and then he'd throw them in the laundry, and nobody wants to touch that, right?
And it's like this hard,
and it's stuck together.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And then you're
my gosh, yes.
So yeah,
those
are gross.
Thank you, Kleenex, for your invention. Really,
yeah.
Thank you.
I'm all for it. I do think that 2 out of the 3 of these individuals, and probably all 3, are going to be what I like to call the farmer blow. Even nowadays, but just thinking of their upbringing and all of that.
But Jamie's more refined. He wore a wig for Crimini's sake. Okay?
I know, but he wasn't refined right away.
No, but he
Claire
was open
brought
to
him.
it.
Claire introduced him to those things.
So he was open to suggestions for improvement, which is a great quality.
Okay.
Okay, so I feel like Jamie may have started in that journey, but then,
You know what I want to say right now? Mark me.
Oh, mark me.
Because we're going to see Erica's going to be all, Jamie's more refined.
Yeah.
What a gentleman.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and I feel like Rip would be like no apology.
No.
Like Rip's like, this is who I am, like it or not. I don't care what you say.
Exactly. Got to appreciate
Even if Beth bothered him, he'd be like, listen, I'm out in the
I ain't got time for your crazy. Yeah.
I'm not carrying around a tissue.
Mm-hmm.
So I will forgive Rip for this.
This one seems like I know what I want to answer for all of them.
Okay.
But the shirt off or on when biking, mowing the lawn, off across the board.
I think so too. And I'm okay with that. I might not be okay with some of the folks that I see here in Wisconsin. Yeah. You're not going to see like Aquaman as an example. This is
yes. He's on a stick too.
Yeah, you're not going to see him mowing the lawn in Wisconsin.
This is truly just, nobody's got this cool tattoo action going on, but this is just eye candy for all of us.
Another special guest. Oh my gosh.
What a delight he is.
My gosh.
He'll just stay here with me.
Okay, that's a good one. Now I realize some of the questions might not apply to the time that these folks are in, but for the purposes of this show, let's pretend that these characters are in present time.
Okay. Zoom meetings, camera on or off.
Okay.
If work needs to be done, I think they all have to have the camera off. I'm just going to be straightforward I'm just going to group them all together. I would be incredibly distracted if any of these individuals were on.
Oh my gosh, can you even imagine? But I can't imagine Rip. Rip, let's just say this. Yes, camera off, but Rip is going to be like, I'm not doing that. I'm not zooming. No.
Yeah, that's true.
So Jenny, one of our viewers, was very adamant about not having a fake background in Zoom.
Oh, Jenny, I love the fake background because otherwise I have to keep everything clean behind me, and I'm on meetings all day. I change it up. Like, I'm known for my backgrounds.
Oh.
So I do change it up depending on, there may be seasonal, there may be stuff going on. I met with a bourbon company, and I had bourbon barrels in the background. Scored me some extra points right there. If I'm in a grumpy mood, sometimes my background reflects that. So.
Yeah, I like that. You had an interesting one, Allie, about the tying of the shoes, and I must confess I had to ask Carly, my daughter, what on earth are bunny ears.
This is a debate, though. This went on at my house when my kids were little. My husband, who's now in his upper 40s, I won't say exactly how old, still ties his shoes with the bunny ears. And I'm like, can we just tie our shoes like normal people do?
Right.
And he says, this is how I tie my shoes. And it seems very cumbersome to me. Like, you got to make the 2 loops, whatever, and the other way. And this could trigger something too. A lot more people are using the bunny ear method, and more power to you. But
I think we're moving into more of a slip-on society.
I had slip-ons today when I came over.
Yeah, we're moving into, the travel shoes, slip on, slip off.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've moved away from Velcro. We've said goodbye to Velcro.
That's going to circle back around. Once we hit our 60s, we'll be wearing those
I don't know.
again.
I'd rather do a slip on than bending over and Velcroing, slipping on, and I don't have
Or
to
the
do
new
anything.
shoes that you just, the backs don't collapse
Yeah.
on them. I don't have a pair of those, but they look interesting.
Skechers has them. Kizik is one I see online. I don't think Rip is only going to wear cowboy boots.
Facts.
And a friend of mine that I used to work with said real men wear square-toed cowboy boots.
True,
which I
because
didn't
those
really
are
know.
more, those are more utilitarian.
Interesting. Okay. Jamie's got his lace-up boots, which, I think, I don't know.
I
if
can't
there's a
see.
bow.
He has no feet in this one. These don't lace up. Those are just like Three Musketeer boots.
Well, Jamie, don't listen to her. She doesn't mean it.
Uhtred's look like his lace up though. Look at he's got a lot going on up the front. I don't like them personally, but
It just seems like a lot of work.
Yeah.
It just seems like a lot of work, and one's gonna get loose, one's gonna break.
Back in the day though, you didn't have the fasteners though, right?
Yeah, how did they make all these clothes back then?
I don't know.
Here's something that I laughed about.
These are some good ones.
Yeah, the whole toilet paper thing was another real trigger for people. Over, under, the topic of you've used the toilet paper, please leave it on the roll so that the next person has to go digging for it after they realize that there's no toilet paper. Or, better yet, which is a fan favorite of my kids, let's take the roll, the empty roll off, and take it off, but then just put it on the sink.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
FYI person coming, you got to fill up the... It's like, come on. Go one step further. One step.
Yeah, you know what? I can agree. Because that drives me crazy.
Yeah.
And then my husband's the total opposite. Very considerate. Because if we get down to probably a third of the roll left, he's going to get a new roll.
Oh, that's so
and
nice.
just have it someplace close.
Just
in
leave
case.
it right on top of there. If you just need this much, here's a little one. But then if you need more, there it is right there all lined up. Nice job, Chad.
Yeah.
Good job, Chad.
Props to that because he always does that. So.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Rip would... I'm sorry, Rip, but I feel like you would leave it... He would leave it empty. He would leave it on the roll empty.
I don't think he's got time to be
He
replacing
doesn't have
the
time
roll.
for it. I feel like that's going to be our common answer for
Hey,
Rip.
everybody, guess who's going to replace the roll though? He will.
Not only that, he'll put like a little thing on there that says like "I love you, Claire." Sasana.
So Finnan definitely will. He's a very considerate
Finnan would do
individual.
something funny.
Yeah.
Finnan would like put the toilet paper roll somewhere else and like take it off the wall. He seems like a real jokester.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree, but it would be there someplace close that you need. Uhtred, also kind of a man of action. I don't think he's got time for that kind of stuff. So. There is one on here. This knives up in the dishwasher.
Okay.
Anita, I'm there with you.
Yeah, start
Because-
set us up for the dishes. Talk about how our audience was so passionate about dishes.
What? Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff that came in here. The knives up, right?
Yeah.
What kind
Who
of
puts
dishwasher do
knives
you have?
in up? Like people are gonna get hurt.
Do you have those big open squares where you can just jam a ton of silverware in there? Or do you have the one that's got all the individual slots? So you have to put like one piece of silverware in each slot.
Either way, well, it must be that you have to put one in each individual slot, otherwise it wouldn't be sticking up, right?
Well, we had both. So our new one has all the individual slots. In the old days where we had the big ones, the kids never seemed to put the knives in upside down. And now they're always. So I go to empty it and I'm like, danger.
So you have this issue too?
I have this issue. And so this is kind of a hot button for me. This is a personal issue
Anita,
as well.
you are not alone.
No, you are not. And it drives me
You are not alone.
absolutely crazy. Like what? I feel like I failed as a parent because... Yeah, right. Go grab the salt quick.
Jamie! Jamie, save me! I've been injured! And he'd go, boop, 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 boop. That's enough! I'm coming to save you! Who did this? I will injure them!
This is one where I can say Uhtred has a lot about sword safety. He will always make sure that the knife tip is down.
Right. He will.
Yep.
He will.
This is great.
But I'm gonna say this. Sorry, Uhtred. I'm gonna actually say this for all of our guys. I'm sorry, Jamie, because you know I love you. None of these men are going to properly load a dishwasher.
It's going to be a willy-nilly dishwasher.
Sorry, Steve. Yeah. Steve does not like the willy-nilly dishwasher.
Every one of these dudes is going to be willy-nilly about that.
Yeah, and okay, let's talk about people that put, like, you got a sink, you got your dishwasher. There are people who put the dishes on the counter. Like, I'm not even going to go, there's soapy water, let's say. Nope, not going to do it. And then you got the dishwasher. Nope, that's too much work. I'm just going to leave it right here on the counter. Mom will do it. And I'm sad for them. If they were here right now, I'd say, guys, come on. Your ladies need some loving. Don't be stacking the dishwasher bag.
And listen, every one of them would jump to that. You say, ladies need some loving.
Yeah, honey, if you load the dishwasher properly,
they would all be.
I just showed the back. I just showed the behind the scenes. Sorry, guys.
Now
you were probably wondering how we do it all.
Our secrets are out. Everybody's these are patent pending though, so be careful.
What are those? That's amazing. Laminated and everything. Whoa.
I know. We don't really spare no expense.
Yeah. I said before that dishes were the number one thing, but it's really driving, walking, parking, transportation issues. So first of all, Rip is driving big old trucks with big old tires on big old open roads. Okay. The world just parts for Rip.
True.
When people see Rip coming, they step aside.
Yeah.
When he's driving on the freeway, I think Danny was the one who said she hates it when people drive on the left lane and go slow. He ain't going slow.
Oh yeah, you're good there. Merging though, I do feel like he's gonna be a last minute dude because he's like, I have this.
They all will. All of them will be aggressive.
Really?
Last minute
Even
mergers.
Jamie's gonna be aggressive. He's not gonna zipper merge or just let everybody in.
Well, I appreciate you bringing that up because Jamie is a good boy, and he would follow the rule of zipper merging. The problem is most people don't know the zipper merging because we didn't learn that in driver's ed. Did you?
No,
we didn't.
I actually, when they talked about it, when they were redoing the
zoo interchange.
Yeah, and they were talking about all the zipper merges. I'm like,
what's a zipper merge?
What is it? I mean, if you think about it, you kind of figure it out. But I wasn't thinking about it. I'm like, what is a zipper merge? I don't know what that is. But
right.
Yes.
So if you're going to have a thing, teach people the thing. Don't get mad when people don't do the thing that you don't know about.
Agree. Yep.
But yeah, I was saying merging is you have a variety of people. In my opinion, please add your thoughts. They're the wait to the last minute aggressive people who you can see zooming right past you. There's a sign 4 miles back that says, "Hey, bro, this lane's
get
ending."
over." Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, "Nope, I'm going all the way to the end, and then I'm making everybody else stop aggressively, and I get in there." Super annoying.
Yep.
Then you got the zipper compliance, just thinking logically of how it should work. Frustrated because
everybody's not doing it. You got some people zipping ahead, right? Yeah.
And then you have somebody who sees the sign 4 miles away, comes to almost a complete stop, turns the signal on, and stops traffic so they can quickly turn over. So I feel like these guys are aggressive mergers. Sorry, these guys are.
Yeah.
What kind of? Okay, we talked about that. Rip
what kind of car would they have?
Truck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie's got
like a love bug. He's driving a Volkswagen Beetle.
No, he's
friends.
not.
Yep, with eyelashes.
No.
And like little butterfly stickers.
I feel like Jamie's got a truck.
Like a mid-size. He's an SUV dude. No.
He could be an SUV guy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a Subaru Outback.
Nothing wrong with the Subarus.
What about Uhtred? A Hummer?
Yeah, he's gonna be driving. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
You're gonna allow that?
I'll allow that. That seems about right.
All right. Okay. I like this. Aquaman's got like a
He's
Tesla.
got one of those. No, he's got like one of those aqueducts from the Dells.
A duck boat. He's really. He's just staying on brand.
He could go land a sea.
My nephew James, who started his own little show. He does it on TikTok though, because he's cool and young.
Oh.
He's on the TikTok. He's on the TikTok, and so it's James the Plant Guy, because he's got like millions of plants in his house. He's like a houseplant whisperer.
Oh, I'm gonna send him a picture of my plant.
Oh my gosh, he's so talented at it. So he's already like crushing it. He doesn't like the roundabout issues. The person in the roundabout has the right of way. I feel like there are some parts of our town that have so many roundabouts that I sometimes close my eyes and just hope for the best.
Oh, good. Excellent. It's good to know.
You know? Because it's like roundabout, 14 entrances. I'm like, I don't know. So here's a pet peeve I have from a transportation traffic perspective or whatever. So you're walking down the street, okay? You're in a crosswalk situation. You're moving from one side of the street to another, okay? I'm playing the part of a pedestrian. I see a car coming, wanting to, approach. I speed up my walking so that I can get across so that this car can continue. I feel like that's really polite.
Yes.
Okay.
Agree.
Now, I don't like it when people see the car coming and they're like, do.
I would agree.
We're all in this together. Let's keep
right.
moving.
And I get that, right? You got to stop the pedestrians in the crosswalk. So they must be figuring like, I don't need to rush.
I'm a pedestrian.
I have right of way. So you will wait for me. I mean, they're not in the wrong, but the polite thing. Yeah. I speed up a little bit too. Back in the day though, the college days, you just dropped your head and went and hoped for the best.
Well, you were up there in State Street up in Madison.
Yeah. There was so much traffic. Went for it. You just never looked. If you made eye contact, then they knew you. They had you, and the cars would speed by. Wow. So you never made eye contact.
So you cross the street like I go through a roundabout. You just close your eyes and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Let's talk about parking. Okay. Jenny doesn't like it when people back into a parking spot.
What if you pull through though?
Maybe, but she's like, what are you going to do? Rob this Target and make a fast getaway? Like, that's a good point. You just drive all the way through because it is easier to get out. I get that.
I like the drive. I like the pull through.
Okay.
And it's a quick boop. You can see people because you know what? This comes back to the lollygagging. It's almost like merging when people are walking through with their carts, going to their car.
Oh, yeah.
Or they're walking down the middle and you're like, we're driving here, people.
Yes.
Off to the right or the left, not down the center.
Yeah. The cart thing is always a big one. People that just leave their cart laying like a scooter on the east side. You gotta put your cart back in the carousel.
Yes. Okay.
Jan, who is our former dental hygienist, who we had our kids, we all saw for like, my dentist was like my longest relationship. He just retired a couple years. I'm still so sad. But I miss Jan. And she said she hates it when she goes to the store and there's like the big carts and the little carts.
And they're all
and when people she has to separate them. When she sees them, she stops everything and says, hold on. I can't live with this nonsense. And she fixes it. God bless you, Jan. God bless you.
You know what? And I bet you like Target or the grocery store, they all love you too.
Yeah.
Because you just made it a ton easier.
You know what?
It annoys me, but I don't do that.
What a kind thing to do. We approve of that.
Yes, we do.
Speakerphone in public. Who's doing it?
I don't think any of them would.
I feel like Rip has a flip phone.
You're
He
right.
doesn't have it. He's got the oldest possible phone, known to man. Uhtred, I feel like Uhtred would be very hip on the technology.
Yeah.
Okay. He would have a Bluetooth earpiece. He'd be like that old Bluetooth.
Oh gosh, where they used to wear it and they just walk around like I'm super cool.
Yeah, he'd be
I got
that
my
guy.
phone right here.
And then he'd get really annoyed when people talk to him. You're like, oh, you're talking to me. No, I'm on the phone. Yeah. No. Sorry, Uhtred.
Sorry, people who use
Jamie.
Oh, he'd be so sensitive. He would never talk on the speakerphone.
Yeah, I feel like Jamie, does Jamie have like a pouch for his phone? I feel like Jamie might put it in his little pouch.
Hold on. I have to refer to the larger version. He's got a satchel.
It's called something.
He would keep his phone in his satchel for sure.
Yeah.
Not in his pocket. he would keep it in his man purse.
It's called something. It's a Scottish
man purse?
purse. No.
What, his shell, right? His conch shell or whatever they talk into.
A what?
He's Aquaman.
Oh, you're talking about Jamie. I'm like, what? Oh, yeah. Oh, please. Aquaman wouldn't, you wouldn't even need a phone. You would just sense his presence.
Oh, that's right. Because he can
You'd be like, whoop.
Except we're not fish. We're not picking up on it.
You'd still know.
No.
You'd
He'd
still
just
know.
look at us
He's
and we'd
got
be like,
yeah.
I hear you. I'm reading what you're saying. Okay. Good. I'm on board with that one.
What about manscaping? Are they manscapers?
Aquaman is. He's got to be aerodynamic.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I keep showing you the back.
I mean, I get it. You want to look at the nice side.
Aquaman, is he a manscaper? Yes, he is. Jamie is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is.
Who's Harry?
Like hairy back?
Hairy back.
Uhtred. Rip.
Listen, anything negative is going to be Uhtred. He's coming over by me. I'll protect you.
I feel like Rip's going to have a little bit of hairy back, but Beth doesn't care because she thinks it's manly.
Mm-hmm. Aquaman, we obviously know he has none.
Right. I feel like Jamie...
Probably
no,
super.
He doesn't. Because he's a ginger. More so. Gingers don't really have hairy backs. I don't know if that's fact, but I'm standing by it.
Obviously, it's facts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The funny kind only reports on facts.
Absolutely.
Thanks, everybody, for sharing your ideas.
Yeah, and listen, I'm on board with most of these as giant annoyances or pet peeves of my
Yeah,
as
really.
well.
I feel like we're all more alike than we are different.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Allie, I just want to thank you for being with us tonight. I mean, I really feel like we've addressed some important issues,
Obviously,
on behalf of our viewers, and we've laughed a little. We've learned a little. What do you think we should talk about the next time we get together for another Erica Squared segment here on The Funny Kind, powered by Pivotal Point?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of work stuff we've discussed in the past. I think we could really dive into that.
Do a deep dive?
Yeah.
A high-level deep dive.
A high-level deep dive. And
scrub the low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, for those of you that are in different fields that aren't, no, I think most of them probably try and use fancy words too.
They want to really lean into the headwinds.
Yeah, lean in. Yeah, lean in's big. I mean, yeah. So I think if we really dissect those in an upcoming episode,
yeah,
and what they really mean.
Yeah. So look to our next episode where we feature Allie, the one and only Allie.
I'll be breaking them down.
We're gonna have some fun.
We're gonna get into those OKRs, KPIs, all of those things. All the acronyms.
We're gonna circle back to all that kind of stuff.
We might put some stuff in the parking lot. I don't know if we'll have time for everything. So we'll just see.
If not, we'll always piggyback. Please feel free to comment below and share any of your work-isms.
Yes, please share those and we'll work them in.
We'll work them in.
This was really interesting, and I did find that a lot of these personal issues really resonated.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of The Funny Kind with your host, Erica Gumany. Be sure to subscribe now so you don't miss any of the laughs or inspiration. And Erica wants to hear from you. Be sure to reach out if you know of someone Erica should connect with as she continues to take us on a journey to find kindness and light in everyday places.